Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey. The asset store is full of awesome tools and assets to help you make your own games. There's more and more awesome visual stuff coming out every month, so in this video let's check out some highlights for June 24. Even if you don't pick up any of these, it's still great to look at them to see if they inspire you to build something. Just watching some of these assets is enough to fire up my imagination. I can immediately picture all the kinds of games that I could build. This one is a list of paid assets and effects. I've already made 2 videos covering the best free new assets and best tools and systems. As always, there's links to the assets in the description, and as a bonus you can use the coupon CodeMonkey10 to get 10% off your order. Quick update on my dot scores. After a ton of work building the prototype, after writing basically a small novel, I finally started recording the lectures. The recording and the editing are usually the fastest stages, so I think I'll have the first part ready in about 2 weeks. Now I'm saying first part because it turns out this course will actually be quite massive. Making an RTX is a quite complex genre, and adding dots on top of that means there's tons of interesting stuff to teach. So I will be publishing the course in parts as I complete them. Stay tuned, you can sign up on the course page, and if you already signed up, then I'll send you an email to let you know when the course is out. Alright, so starting off with a really awesome visual effect pack. This one looks truly gorgeous, some very unique effects. You've got a heat wave and some kind of holographic effect alongside multiple variations. So this could be some kind of scanner in your game, or perhaps some really intense fire and magic spell. Next, if you want to make your game stand out, then a shaded effect like this one can really help. It adds nice thick outlines to all the edges of your objects. Again, that's all the edges, not just the outside edges. It is not just an outline effect. Personally, I really love this look. It makes it look a lot more stylized. So even if you use some common visual assets, they will still stand out. Then here's the latest Cinti pack. This one is all about the apocalypse Wasteland. I wonder if they intentionally timed this one to coincide with the latest Mad Max movie. It does feature very much that kind of style. You've got lots of abandoned highways, rusty vehicles, and buildings that have been taken over by nature. It also includes a ton of really unique vehicles, built from all kinds of random mechanical parts, and it also has a bunch of acid with some goop mutants. Next, for another nice effect, here is Umbra. This one lets you add better, softer directional shadows. By default, Unity's main light has some pretty hard shadows. Even if you set them on soft mode, they are still pretty hard. Whereas this effect, this one gives you quite a lot more control for making them look much softer, much nicer. You can customize the softness based on distance, and it's also super easy to set up. Just add the effect to your renderer and that's it. Then for some super fun looking effects, here is some car fire and explosions. It looks really perfect, just like you would see on some kind of mafia movie where they place a bomb under the car. The explosion is really satisfying, going out of the windows and turning into fire. The car even jumps up a little bit, so like I said, perfectly taken exactly as you would see on some kind of mafia movie. Next, for a nice animation pack, here is one all about mages. It's a really huge pack, almost 500 animations, that's a lot. It's got lots of unique combo attacks with the staff, you've got various actions to activate all kinds of skills, and it's also got lots of parries and dodge rolls, so this would be perfect for some kind of game inspired by Devil May Cry. Then if you want to make giant RPG 2D worlds, check out this one. It's a complete pack with a ton of tiles. You've got ancient ruins, you've got sewers, a prison, cemetery, crypt, and a bunch more. It includes both world tiles as well as some characters. So with just this one pack, you can make a super huge, great looking world with lots of unique biomes. Or if all you want is just a single super high quality character, if so, check out this one. It's a monk, very much of the martial arts variety. I love the style for this one, although apparently this pack does not contain any animations, just a gorgeous visual mesh. Next, if you need a simple see-through shader, then here it is. It does exactly what it says. It keeps your character visible even when occluded. There are various methods to play around with, so you can make the occluder object hide itself, like just hide the entire object, or you can use a nice round see-through area. You can make it fade on distance, or customize the round see-through shape. Then if you want to make your own Five Nights at Freddy's, here's a pack perfect for exactly that. It features some really creepy, really spooky animatronics. I gotta say, this is something that always creeps me out. I am not a fan of animatronics in general, and especially not when they're possessed. But if you're making a horror game, then this is definitely perfect. There's 5 creepy characters of various animals. And if you have creepy characters in your game, you probably want to shoot them. So if so, here's some nice shooting VFX. All of them are very, very realistic. You have muzzle flashes and impact particles. There's lots of them, lots of muzzle flashes for each individual weapon. And for the impact particles, it also has lots of them for all kinds of materials. So you've got one for wood, ceramic, metal, and so on. Or if your game is more in feudal Japan, then here's a great environment pack. These got some excellent looking, very realistic assets. Like seriously, these could be taken straight from the game Ghost of Tsushima. It features 400 high quality assets, including some modular pieces, so you could use them to build your own custom environments. Or if you're making a nice transport tycoon sort of game, if so, here's a nice pack. You've got planes, trains, and buses. So really great for making a nice tycoon game all about transporting people between cities. Kind of like the game Cities in Motion, I really like that game. Or you can just use the planes for some kind of flying simulator game. Next, for some 2D, here is a top-down character pack. They are in a perfect isometric perspective with many sides for the animations. You've got lots of movement and combat animations. So right away, just looking at this, obviously this would be great for making some kind of game, kind of like Diablo 2. Then if your game has swords, here is a nice pack with some gorgeous slash animations. Personally, I always love the stylish, fluid-like animations. It works great on stylized action games. It's got some nice white and black slashes. Or if you're making some nice city builder game and you need some skyscrapers, if so, here's a great pack. It's got lots of unique modules that you can use to build your buildings, so you can customize in many ways, and it also includes various decoration prefabs. Or if you don't want to build all of that, you can just use the pre-made buildings. Then if you have characters and you want to make them a little bit more unique, here are some nice weird masks. These are some very inventive designs. The wolf and the goblin masks, these look straight out of Demon Slayer. I wonder if that's the actual reference or if they come from some other thing. Got lots of strange ones, including some plague masks and some strange demon masks. Next, if you have some characters and you want to make your game come alive, here's some general daily activities animations. It's a giant pack with literally 1,000 animations. They have a link to the full animation list on the store page. It's really a never-ending list of all kinds of everyday activities animations. These can really help your game come to life as opposed to just having a single idle animation. Or if you're making a sci-fi game, here's a nice space VFX pack. You can easily create suns, black holes, planets, or some nice starry backgrounds. All the objects look really gorgeous, especially the black hole that looks really perfect. And the stars, of course, also look great. You can play around with the colors to get pretty much any visual you want. Then for a nice casual UI, here's a great pack. It's got some nice round designs, some very appealing colors. You've got lots of buttons, banners, icons, toggles, and really anything you need in order to build a nice casual game UI. Alright, so those are my top 20 new visual assets on the Unity Asset Store for June 24. There's links to all in the description, and as bonus you can use the coupon code Monkey10 to get 10% off your order. Alright, hope that's useful. Check out these videos to learn some more. Thanks to these awesome Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.